Joining me right now in the NCW Live studios, Kerry Kandata, host of the 12th District, also our 12th District House Representative in Olympia. He's here to join us right now with a special announcement.
Yes.
Kerry.
Well, I got to tell you, Steve, this has been very difficult, but I just want to let folks know that I will not be returning to Olympia.
That's a big surprise.
It is a surprise for some. I actually knew about this a while back, and I've just been trying to put everything together and line up things to make sure that everything in the transition would go smoothly. I think it will. But I just could not do the time again. For 16 years I've been down there, spent a lot of time personally, and it's been very tough financially, and so we just decided that this was a good time to move on. I'm not leaving politics at all. I will be looking at other possibilities in the future, but for right now, for me, it is time to come home and do some other things.
Well, I know that the seat is going to be hotly contested coming up in November and August. There will definitely be a primary at this point. Do you have any names out there that might be looking to fill the Republican ticket?
Well, I think I'll leave that up to the folks. There's several, I think, that will probably possibly pop up, but we'll have at least one or two, I believe. And I think that's good. I think it's good. There's a couple of Democrats in the race, and I hope there's a couple of Republicans. I think that's healthy, and I think that's the way it should go. I'm sure that in the long run, Republicans, I believe, will still prevail. It's still a very Republican district, but I think it's good to have the two views and see that contest. I think that's very important.
How would you describe your term in office as the House Representative for the 12th Legislative District?
Well, I got to tell you, we did a lot over 16 years, and I'm very proud of the achievements we made. A lot of progress in a lot of areas. The small business stuff was probably most important. But I think the most important thing I probably contributed that most people will not know about is getting us from 34 seats back to 48 seats and balancing the political power in Olympia. That was something I started 12 years ago as the director of the campaigns for the House Republican Caucus, and I'm very proud that I brought that balance, because I think without it, we would be in similar shape to California right now and be really in bad shape.
So for that possible Republican candidate seeking that seat, what kind of advice would you have for that person?
Well, it's you got to work hard, be prepared. You are going to have to do the time. I mean, that's the thing. These sessions, these long sessions, have been very difficult on a lot of members. Both financially and personally. When you're gone 5-6 months, you can't really hold another job, and with a pay as low, the pay grade being so low, it's very difficult to make ends meet. So I would say be aware you're not going to make a fortune. It's going to be difficult, but it's very rewarding. I still feel every time I walk in that Capitol, only a handful of people ever get to do this. When you look back at those pictures up in the 4th floor and see all the people that have come before you, you realize you're one of a very small group. It's a very honorable thing to do. Despite all the rhetoric out there, it's still an honorable position. But I think it's just, you know, come with a passion and work hard, and you'll enjoy it. Again, I think there's a lot of opportunity out there, and there will be, I'm sure, several people that will look at this. There's a lot of opportunity for me going forward. I'll spend a little more time here. We're going to work on that 12th District show a little bit and make it a little more dynamic, and I got a couple other shows in mind, so that's to start with. But between now and the end of the year, I'll be looking at all the options, and by the first of next year, I'm sure I'll be launched in a new direction.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you both at NCW Live and as a reporter covering you in the legislature. But again, Kerry Kandata announcing today his withdrawal from the political race this election season. Thank you very much for joining us. Any final comments?
Well, thanks, Steve. I just want to thank all the people over the years who have been so supportive. It has been a great term. I wouldn't have, I say it's been tough, but I wouldn't have changed a thing. And I really appreciate all the support over the years, and I hope I'll have continued support as I move forward in my political career.
Thanks for joining us here on NCW Live News. I'm Steve Hare.